Hello ladies and mental chain, and welcome to another replay cast. Today we're playing the T69 actually on Mines tier 9 game. Well, quite a light tier 9 game, only 3 tier 9s. Well, they have 2, we have 3. They have 2 TDs, so we definitely get the better end of the stick here. And we have a tier 9 medium, which is an E1, which is not great for Mines, but it's still better than having no tier 9 mediums. The CDC goes super aggressive to the hill right away. I do get the penetrating shot there, which is nice. And yeah, I'm gonna be playing the pocket. Those of you who have watched my shit for a while knows that I really rarely do anything else but play the pocket on this map, as it is probably the best position on this spawn that you can go to in a medium, and most faster heavies as well. Really lucky 2 shots on the Panther 88 there. Could have easily missed those 2, but luckily I didn't, so I managed to actually pick up a pretty good first clip here, and now obviously just sitting and reloading. Those of you who haven't seen the T69 review, I don't even remember when I did that, but the general opinion on this tank is that it is rather competitive. It really benefits a lot if you shoot full gold from it. I don't do that, and then the T49 is really as good as your positions and the targets you're shooting at. If you're forced to shoot targets you can't pen with this, then obviously it's going to be pretty damn useless, but finding the right targets in this tank can matter a lot, and in general is really what you need to be doing, is finding targets you can bend, like the side of a T32, a T34 there. It does though before we put the second shot in, so we're gonna go for another reload. There's no real point trying to overcommit to something like an IS-3 with only 2 shots into the mag, so go for another reload, but that's still 1000 damage done for free, so pretty decent start here for me, and will be soon reloaded and probably gonna peek to try to do some more damage. The IS-3 is probably gonna be hulled down, so we don't really want to fuck with that if we can avoid it. And our team is playing rather poorly this one. You know that they have like million tank destroyers, and the IS-3 is still playing way too aggressive for absolutely no reason, which is just unfortunate. Patience is the name of the game when it comes to games like this. You need to wait for your enemies to overcommit, because they usually do, even if their positions don't really complement that in any way, shape or form. People in this game get impatient more or less all the time. Sometimes you get that one guy who's gonna just sit right in front of me and adjust me the entire game, even if I don't peek him for like 4 minutes straight. But this IS-3 doesn't look to be that guy, so we should be able to go for him once he goes higher up. And like, if I catch him out now, especially if I can track him now he definitely is committed. So we have our chance here now, and that shot was lucky as fuck. And now we can aim a bit more, but we still don't want to aim fully, because Artie can always just rape us here, and instead we take our chances with the shots there. We do pen 3 of them, so pretty good outcome from that clip as well, and still haven't taken any damage. So the equipment I run on my T49 is vert stabs, ventilation and coated optics. Really good view range on this tank, surprisingly good actually. Like, this is 400 for an auto-loading tier 9, that's pretty damn impressive. A lot of tier 8 other mediums that don't have auto-loaders don't even get this much view range, so it's actually kind of surprising to see this tank have this much view range, and you should try to take the full advantage of it by running optics on it, obviously. Now the pocket position has outlived its usefulness, so we're gonna relocate. A lot of the times when you leave the pocket you regret it quite immediately after, because people tend to, like now when they see that I'm not there on that flank anymore, a lot of the times you'll see just enemies just trying to rush the hill after they don't have that flanking fire to worry about anymore. But I'm gonna take my chances, because like just waiting there forever also won't do me any good. This shot is absolutely impossible. I don't even know why the fuck did I even bother to shoot that. But hey, I don't even know what the fuck would I hit in that angle. It's his upper plate angled upwards as well. That should be around 240 armor anywhere there in that tank, and yet I managed to pen it with 180 pens. So a really weird shot, that one, but hey, I guess that's why you always you always miss the shots that you don't take, and apart from running out of ammo, there's no other reason not to shoot like that, I guess. And now just moving along and see if I can spot any of the TDs. There is quite a bit of them. The Turtis is on the left, but he's probably watching the hill, so we don't really want to fuck with that. The Actor is watching the 8-9 line, and we're still missing a bunch of Borsigs, and obviously the prototype is back there as well. And here's one of the Borsigs. He actually does not realize that he's spotted, so we should be able to put at least 2 in him, and we do exactly that. We do get spotted, so immediately going for a reload here, as I don't really want to be sitting out there while being spotted. Their T49 could become a threat to the hill as well, as he hasn't been spotted for quite a while, but I imagine the IS-3 would have seen him crossing that, and since he hasn't seen anything yet, then we are going to assume that there's nobody coming to try to take the hill back, at the moment at least. This shot is better than the one I had before, well, unless he drives behind the rock, but this is definitely better than the shot, as I said, I had before. The second shot, again, quite the lucky shot there. Getting quite lucky with the T49 in this game. Usually this gun performs much worse, and I guess that's one of the reasons this game ended up being on the YouTube channel, is just because I got lucky. If I could have missed at least 50% of all these shots easily, and in that case this game definitely would not be on this channel. But hey, 25% RNG, brah. 25% RNG sometimes works in your favor as well. But anyways, reloaded again. I'm gonna try to look for my next targets. Actually, considering going back to the pocket, because the pocket can, you can cover the island from the pocket reasonably well as well. Plus I could try to maybe get the shots on those Borsigs from here as well if needed. But the 103 deals with an IS-3, so he didn't need my help, and the 69 is in the position that I definitely could have covered better from the hill, but just bad timing, nothing really else to say about this. Killing an IS-3 from here would have been definitely worth it, but since he's already dead, that is not really going to happen. Also, really bad turn of events for us here. Artie clicks on our M103 and he disappears from the game. So now we're a bit more in a stinky situation. The 69 could still fuck it up and just drive into my shots here, which is kind of exactly what he's doing, but I can't see him doing that more from this point on. Like, he does not have any urge or need to really peek me, and I cannot sit here. If I'm spotted, Artie's just gonna shit on me here. This position is somewhat Artie safe if you're sitting really deep in it, but I cannot do that, as obviously the 69 will spot me. So I really need to relocate, and here comes that Artie shot that I was talking about. So we're gonna change our angle, because we just have to. We don't really have a choice. Going back to the hill now, on mines the most important position to hold in general is the hill in the middle of the map. You can really the only place you really can make plays happen is from the hill, and now that's a Borsig, and we kind of present a bad target to him and move as much as we can, and he misses the shot with the derp gun, so we actually managed to clip a Borsig in one magazine. Lucky fire there at the end to finish him off, so that was really good timing on my end. I was just about loaded, and he didn't really expect me there, as he thought that I would just be sitting in the pocket and fucking around with the other T69, but now we can move along in our life. The Turtus is still playing in a really annoying spot for us to flush out. It's almost nothing you can really do about it, as the only real play there is to either commit or just don't get spotted, because they still have that Audi alive as well. So far I still haven't taken any damage, and 4.2k damage done in a tier 8 for taking none is pretty damn good trades if you ask me. And now I kind of want to push up the pace, but it's a really hard kind of camp to break. This map in general is pretty damn shitty for these kind of plays that the enemy team is making. There's not really much you can do to break this kind of camping. There's no like good routes to approach this. You could try to go through the island, but we don't really have enough time for that shit. But I do get my lucky break there and kill off the other Borsig, and now I can go for another reload, and this position should be more or less already safe. Now the last 3 tanks remaining, all TDs, all camping. They have a pretty nasty triangle setup, so it's gonna be a bit tricky to break unless one of them makes a bad mistake. And that Yaktager is making a bad mistake at the moment. He's going for the FV and exposing his entire side to both me and the E1. And now my position here isn't great as well, but it does the job. And 3 shots remaining, should be an easy kill on the Turtus unless I fuck it up, or maybe if everybody shoots me and Artie shits on me then as well. Should be a pretty easy task, but then again, he gets a really lucky shot here. This could have easily missed, and now I could have gone for the tracking shot. I went for the side shot instead. Pen one on the cupola and bounced the second one, which means that I am going to die. Pretty bad timing there at the end. Could have penned my last shot as well. I could have killed him without dying. It would have been really close to being dead as well, though, which is just overcommitting a bit too much in the end, getting a bit too greedy, but then again I had full health and I could have afforded to kill, well, I should have killed him, I just fucked it up and the last shot on the cupola bounced, and since the 69 only has around 200 and 180 pen, shit like that happens quite often, which is probably the weakest links of this tank. Anyways, before the replay passes out from me switching players, let's look at the end plates. So here we go, Ace Tanker, 4272 experience with the double, high caliber and Confederate as well, 5239 damage done, so we did hit at least 2 if not even 3 blind shots on one of the Borsiks I believe, and 1314 damage assisted as well, as for 3 kills and 1424 base experience. So pretty decent game in the T69, had a really efficient game until that last push that I made, which didn't really pay off for me at all, but then again, we sped up the game at least that way by quite a bit. Still a pretty decent outcome here. Really showcase what the T69 can do when you get a bit lucky with your shots and when you actually can pen the targets you're shooting at. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this replay cast and I'll see you on the next one.